Has this ever happened to you? You're getting insane mixed signals from a woman and you literally cannot figure out if she likes you. It's crazy confusing, right? And honestly, it's frustrating. One second you feel this insane spark and the next, she's acting distant, and you are back to square one, questioning everything. Well, I'm about to give you the secret playbook. As a woman, I'm going to let you in on the cheat codes, the things we do without even realizing it. In this video, I am giving you 9 secret signs a woman is into you but trying to hide it. By the end of this video, you will be able to decode her every move, understand what she actually means, and you will have the insane clarity you need to finally make your move. Let's be real. The dating world can feel like you're trying to win a game without knowing the rules. You meet someone, the vibe is there, the conversation is amazing, and you feel that connection. But then that voice of self-doubt creeps in. Is she just being nice? Is this just her personality? That fear of being wrong and facing rejection is so powerful, it can kill an amazing connection before it even has a chance to start. But here's the secret. So many women are taught to never seem too eager. So while she might be secretly hoping you ask her out, she's holding back and sending out these tiny, almost invisible signals instead. She is literally hoping you're smart enough to pick them up. This video is your competitive edge. Today we're going past the obvious stuff like laughing at your jokes. We're getting into the deep subconscious tells that her body gives away even when she's trying to hide them. This isn't about playing games. It's about getting insane confidence and clarity. It's about knowing where she stands so you can act without that fear. So get ready, because we are starting with a sign that is so common, yet almost everyone misses it. The first sign is a classic, but the secret is in the tiniest details. It's that nervous energy. When you're near someone you're attracted to, your body has a physical reaction. Your heart beats faster, you get a shot of adrenaline, and that energy has to go somewhere. Even if she is a master at playing it cool, that nervous energy will leak out. I need you to become a detective of her micro gestures. Does she suddenly start playing with her hair the second you walk up? Maybe twisting a strand around her finger? Or does she fiddle with her necklace or a ring? She might even smooth down her shirt or pick at lint that isn't even there. Touching her neck or collarbone? That is a huge one. These are unconscious tells she uses to manage that buzz of attraction. Imagine this. You're in a meeting, but you see the woman you've been talking to is nervously fidgeting with her thumbs. Or you're out with friends, and when you lean in, she starts rubbing her arm. These are not dramatic moves. They're tiny, and you will miss them if you're not looking. But they are powerful. Why? Because they're involuntary. Her mind might be trying to look cool, but her body is telling you the truth. It's screaming, "Your presence affects me." And that is your first huge clue. Okay, let's move from her body to what she actually says. A woman who is just being friendly will ask about your day. A woman who is actually interested in you as a partner will dig deeper into your future. This is not an interrogation. It's woven into the conversation so smoothly you might miss it. She'll ask things like, "So do you plan on staying in this city long term?" Or "What are some of the biggest goals you have?" She might even ask about family in a low-key way, like, "Do you see yourself with a big family one day?" These questions go so far beyond small talk. Here's what's really happening. When a woman is attracted to you, she subconsciously starts to see if you could fit into her future. She's trying to figure out if your life plans could possibly merge with hers. It's a zero-risk way for her to gather information without saying, "Hey, I like you, are we compatible?" Think about your conversations. Did she remember you wanted to start a business and ask you about it weeks later? Does she seem genuinely interested in your ambitions? This is one of the biggest signs she's doing more than just being polite. She's gathering data and assessing your long-term potential. When her questions go from "What's up?" to "What's next for you?" Her interest is not just platonic. This sign is fascinating because it's like spotting a glitch in the matrix. It's the massive gap between what she's trying to do and what her body is instinctively doing. A woman hiding her interest might control her eyes, but she will forget about the rest of her body, and the most honest parts of her body are her torso and her feet. Guaranteed. Let's say you're in a group and she's avoiding your eyes. You might think she's not interested, but then you look down and see her feet are pointed directly at you. Her head can be turned to someone else, but her torso is still aimed in your direction. That is huge. Our feet are the most honest part of our body because we subconsciously point them where we want to go. Example. You're at a party. She's talking to the person next to her and hasn't looked at you. You feel like it's over. But you glance down and her shoulders are squared towards you and both of her feet are aimed at you like magnets. Her brain is playing it cool, but her subconscious is betraying her. Her body is saying, "This is where I actually want to be." This contradiction is where you find the truth. When her words say, "I'm not interested," but her body says, "I'm focused on you," trust her body. Every single time. Eye contact is insanely powerful, and when someone's hiding their attraction, it becomes a crazy dance. Obvious interest is a long stare, but the woman hiding it uses a totally different move, the linger then flee. It works like this. You're across the room and you feel eyes on you. You look up and lock eyes with her for just a millisecond longer than normal. It's not a stare, but it's not an accident. There's a connection. Then, the instant you notice it, she panics and looks away at her phone or her drink. She might even look a little embarrassed, like you caught her. A few minutes later, it happens again. A brief lock, a flash of connection, and a fast retreat. Repetition is everything here. Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence. 3 or more times? It's a deliberate pattern. She wants to connect with you, but her fear of being obvious makes her pull back. And watch what she does right after breaking eye contact. Does she look away and whisper to her friend, who then looks at you? That's double confirmation. The fleeting glance is designed to make you curious. She's giving you just enough to stay on her mind without making herself vulnerable. When you see this pattern, it is a quiet invitation. All right, we are halfway through, and if you are having any aha moments right now, do me a huge favor and destroy that subscribe button. I'm always dropping secrets like this to give you an insane advantage in the dating world, and you don't want to miss what's next. It also lets me know you want more videos just like this one. Okay, let's get back to it. The next sign is all about personal space. We all have an invisible force field around us, our personal space, and we only let certain people inside. When a woman is interested but hiding it, she will find genius, deniable excuses to pop that bubble. She won't just stand awkwardly close. It'll be way smoother. In a crowded room, she might squeeze past you and let her arm accidentally brush against your back with a quick, "Oops, sorry," and a little smile. The oops is her excuse. The touch was the entire mission. Or at a long table, she'll take the seat right next to you, even if there are others open. Her excuse might be, "Oh, I just need to use this outlet." Think about group settings. Does she always end up standing next to you? Does she get in line for a drink right beside you when the other side of the bar is wide open? Each of these moments gives her plausible deniability. She can always say, "I wasn't trying to get close to him, I just needed to." The driver here is pure human biology. Even a tiny, accidental touch can release oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This is brain chemistry, people. It's her way of building a physical connection completely under the radar. So, notice proximity. Is there a pattern of her happening to be near you? If these accidents keep adding up, they aren't accidents. They're missions. Have you ever said something tiny and she brings it up weeks later? This is one of the most powerful signs that exists. A person who is just being friendly might remember big things. But when a woman is attracted to you, she listens on a totally different level. She's not just hearing you, she's collecting data. She's building a file on you in her mind. So when you mention your childhood dog was a golden retriever named Max, she saves that. 3 weeks later, a dog walks by and she says, "He looks like you described Max." And you're just standing there, completely shocked she remembered that. Or you mention you have a big presentation. The next time she sees you, she asks, "Hey, how did that presentation go last Tuesday?" The reason for this is simple. We remember what we care about. When a woman is into you, what you say becomes important. Her brain has literally tagged you as significant, so tiny details that would normally be deleted are saved. It's proof that she thinks about you even when you're not there. This sign reveals itself over time. But if you notice she has a supercomputer for a memory when it comes to the little things about you, your favorite coffee, a weird story you told, it's an undeniable sign you are taking up a ton of space in her mind. For this one, you need to be an observer. Watch how she acts with her friends when she doesn't think you're looking. Is she loud, relaxed, goofy? Now pay attention to the exact moment you enter her space. Does her energy suddenly shift? This can go one of two ways. She might suddenly get way quieter and more reserved. The loud laughing stops, and she seems more self-conscious because your presence makes her nervous. Or she could do the complete opposite. If she's normally quiet, she might suddenly get super animated and loud trying to get your attention. She'll tell a story louder or laugh harder, all while sneaking a look to see if you noticed. The key isn't the specific change, but the change itself. Your presence is the trigger. It literally alters her emotional state. She is hyper aware that you are there. She's either trying to put her best self forward, or she's so flustered her normal personality just shuts down. To spot this, you need a baseline. Watch her from a distance. Then, walk over. Look for the switch. Does her posture change? Does her voice change? If you are the one thing that causes this shift, it's a giant flashing sign. It means you have a real emotional impact on her. And that is the foundation of all attraction. Nothing reveals hidden feelings faster than a tiny spark of jealousy. A woman hiding her interest will never admit she's jealous, but her micro-expressions cannot lie. This is one of her biggest weaknesses, because jealousy is a raw emotion you cannot fake. Here's the scenario. In a normal conversation, you mention another woman. Something simple like, "My friend Jessica recommended this place." Now watch her reaction in that exact split second. Don't look for drama, look for the tiniest tells. Did her smile get tight for a second? Did she break eye contact? Did her body language close off like crossing her arms? Or maybe her tone got a little colder. She might just say, "Oh, cool," and immediately change the subject. Another huge tell is her asking probing questions like, "Oh, is she a good friend?" She's secretly trying to assess the threat level. This is a primal response. If she sees you as a potential partner, any mention of a competitor triggers a subconscious fear of losing you. She might not even realize why she's suddenly tense. The goal isn't to make her jealous, but to observe an honest-to-God emotional reaction. If you notice her mood dips every time another woman's name comes up, you've just found a very real hidden layer of her feelings. Our final sign is how she stays connected when you're not together. A confident woman who is into you might just text, "Hey," but the woman hiding her attraction needs a reason. She needs that plausible deniability, so she will reach out with a low-stakes excuse. This is the excuse text. You'll get a message that says, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but do you remember what day that report is due?" Even though she could ask anyone. Or, "I was at that restaurant you mentioned. What was that thing you said to order again?" The question is just a Trojan horse. The real mission is to open a line of communication. It's her way of getting your attention without putting her ego on the line. If you just answer the question, it's fine. She hasn't risked anything. But if you answer and ask a question back, she has successfully started a conversation without looking desperate. She can tell herself and her friends that she only texted because she needed something. This strategy is genius because it minimizes the risk of rejection to almost zero. She's reaching out, showing you she's thinking of you, but hiding it behind a practical need. Think about your texts. Does she hit you up with these random, excuse-based questions? If she does, realize the excuse does not matter. The real message is, "I want to talk to you, and this is the safest way I know how." So there you have it. 9 insane signs a woman is into you, even when she's trying to play it cool. We covered the subtle nervous gestures, the deep questions about your future, the contradictory body language where her feet betray her, and that repeated, fleeting eye contact. We talked about the genius excuses to get close to you, her supercomputer memory for the little things, the way her entire vibe shifts when you walk in, that flash of jealousy, and the low-stakes text she uses to talk to you. Understanding these signs is your new superpower. It's not about reading her mind, it's about reading the signals she can't control. This lets you move forward with insane confidence. You can feel more secure asking her out, knowing her interest is already there. Attraction is a complicated game, but these signs are the secret cheat codes. Now you know how to use them. Thanks for watching. If this video blew your mind, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for more secrets about dating and relationships. Now I have a question for you. Which of these signs have you seen before, but didn't realize what it was? Drop your story in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Now go out there with your newfound clarity.